On October 19th, Canadians will head to the polls in what has been one of the most hotly contested elections in recent Canadian history. But what if no party wins more than 50% of the available seats? Well, at that point, the process of setting up a minority government begins. The incumbent Prime Minister, in this case Conservative leader Stephen Harper, gets the first crack at attempting to command the confidence of the House. His first step is to ask the Governor-General to summon MPs to Ottawa for the official opening of the new Parliament. The first order of business for a newly convened House of Commons is to elect the Speaker. That's done by secret ballot and generally takes up much of the opening day. After the new Speaker has been elected, the House generally adjourns until the next day, when the speech from the throne is delivered by the Governor-General. That marks the official start of the new session, and it also generally, if not invariably, sets the stage for the first confidence vote. If more than 50% of MPs vote to endorse the reply to the speech from the throne, the government will have demonstrated that it has the confidence of the House. At that point, Harper can breathe a sigh of relief and resume running the country. If, however, the government loses that vote, Harper would have to head back to Rideau Hall to inform the Governor-General that his confidence test had failed. He would then ask the Governor-General to either dissolve the newly elected Parliament, issue writs for a new federal election, or he would step down and leave it to the Governor-General to decide whether to ask an opposition leader with the next highest seat count if he or she thinks that they can actually form government. If no opposition leader is able to convince the Governor-General that they can do so, the writs would be dropped once again and the country would head right back into another election. But if the NDP leader Tom Mulcair, Liberal leader Justin Trudeau, or even Green Party leader Elizabeth May were able to convince the Governor-General to give them a shot at forming government, they too would get the chance to prove that they could win a confidence vote, whether through a former coalition or a more ad hoc arrangement with one or more of the other parties. They too would go back to the House and ask it to demonstrate the confidence. If they win that vote, they get to form government. If not, the country goes back to the polls. I'm Kady O'Malley for the Ottawa Citizen.